Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to the devotees, welcome to the guests, welcome to those. Oh, that's me. Welcome to the devotees, welcome to the guests, welcome to the sincere seekers. As you all know, we're coming to the end of 2021 and we're just about to start 2022. So yes, already we've got some mood of reflection on the past year and some perhaps smaller thought about what we can do better for next year, for 2022. So in Vaishnavism, we're actually fortunate because we've got a lot of new years and occasions in which we can try to make some good resolve for the future, to start something new, etc. And traditionally, January the 1st of each year, in the West at least, is a day of New Year's resolutions, some reflection, etc. So first of all, for those who don't know and for those who do know, just a little reflection that everything we're presenting to you, it's not our property. We've come to the lotus feet, the shelter of the most wonderful, honest, pure guides and guardians in this world. And their names are Srila Bhakti Rokkok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govind Dev Goswami Maharaj, and Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. They're all presenting to us Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's presentation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. So we're in Kali Yuga. Most of us know what is Kali Yuga. It's the age of quarrel. It's the age of hypocrisy, the age of iron, the Iron Age. It's the age of short memories, short intelligence, short life, all sorts of things. However, the one wonderful quality is that by the chanting of the holy names of the Lord, by engaging in Sankirtan, then we can get the very highest goal, the highest destination, above Vaikuntha, above Ayodhya, above so many super excellent places which are completely perfect. But in the perfect world, the most perfect place is Vrindavan. Okay, now this is all very good that Kali Yuga renders us this opportunity, gives us this opportunity. However, we have to make ourselves at least a little willing for this. And Srila Gurudev, he often used the example, especially in earlier days, that we have to make ourselves into a good receiver for the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, for the mercy of the Vaishnavas. So it is definitely always a good time to see, are we making ourselves a good receiver? And with whatever we are receiving, are we putting that into practice or just entertaining ourselves, as it were, by enjoying being in the sound vibration of just hearing about devotional service, hearing about spiritual life. So we don't want to be just a consumer from the outside watching. We want to be a participant. Everybody is going to Goloka Vrindavan, but we will just watch them all go and say, yes, very happy, very happy. But what about ourselves? What are we doing? So anyway, there is a classic section which we can very happily quote today, and this is where Srila Gurudev is mentioning about the Saltamami. And now this is an Urdu word Guru Maharaj mentions, but let us, just before that, we'll come to it. This is Srila Govinda Maharaj here is speaking, and this is recorded in Revealed Truth. But year by year, we've heard Gurudev talking on this theme, and I'm going to read you like 4 paragraphs, but it is Srila Govinda Maharaj. And He is encouraging us to look inside our internal devotion, not just external devotion or no devotion at all, but our internal devotion. So, Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. Here he is speaking. So, Atmanang Vidhi. It is necessary to know your own self, to understand whether what you are doing, eating and giving are really for the satisfaction of Guru and Vaishnava. Self-knowledge, self-realization is best for us, and through that we will be promoted. If we are fully dedicated to the Lord, then help will come to us from His side. We must examine our own level of dedication. There is an Urdu or Arabian word, saltamami, which means a calculated account of a year's debit and credit. We must make a saltamami of our own life, thinking, every day the sun rises and sets. What am I doing and giving each day during that time? Day by day, is my practicing life increasing or decreasing? Am I dedicated externally or internally? Then Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj continuing. We must scrutinize what we are doing from morning to evening every day and make an account of that. It is necessary for us to realize how much good and bad was present within us in our previous days, and also to realize that whatever others are doing or will do is not so important for us. The biggest question for us must be what we are doing and what we are giving. If we can analyze ourselves in this way with a saltamami every day, then we will become more perfect. It is necessary for us to realize that we will get proper results in our spiritual life if we perfectly try to do our practice. It is no doubt difficult, but there is no other way to get out of the illusory environment. We must try as much as possible by us. It is necessary to see what is happening in our own lives. If we are not careful about our own activity, then we will be cheated. And then Srila Guru, just a short part more, one short quote from the Katha Upanishad, this is in Sanskrit. Utishtata jagrati prapya varan nibodhata shurusya dhara nishita duratyaya durgang patastat kavayo vadanti. And this is Gurudev's words, but after making that quotation, Srila Gurudev is saying, we must awaken, arise, and practice our own spiritual life, even if the path may seem like it's a razor's edge. Durgang patas means that our spiritual path may not be very easy to pass through and may even seem to be impassable. But we have no alternative, so we must try and proceed. This is some reflection for us, and we are thinking, okay, New Year is coming up, so we'll think about the last year and the next year. But here also Srila Gurudev is giving us, okay, for our last year and for our next year. But he's saying here that every day we must give ourselves a saltamami. We must give ourselves a plus and minus account of our devotional activity at the end of the day today, and then the end of the day tomorrow, and in this way try to improve and become more perfect in our activities. So this is certainly the theme of thinking for so many, not only devotees in the sense of trying to see what's good and bad in the last year and trying to do better in the next year. But it's a theme of the general public as far as our traditions that we have seen go. That is, that we will try to understand what I should improve, and the famous or infamous New Year's resolutions, that we will stop doing this or we will do that. These various items which are as kind of some department of self-analysis to try to improve our lives. But for the devotees, there is only one life that is worth improving, and that is our devotional life, because every other part of our life, it can disappear at any moment. Everything that we've accumulated, every mundane knowledge, every mundane acquisition, so many things, can all disappear within a moment. And so it is given the example like a dream. At the moment we may dream, my house, my car, my this, my that, my. But my that we had 100 years ago all disappeared. And similarly, the things which we see as I and mine now will also disappear. Except what goes with us is our scrutiny, our devotional account, our devotional identity. So let us all take this opportunity and really give ourselves a self-analysis, not only for the year, but as I say, as Gurudev says here, for the day-by-day progress of our devotional life. And not to be concerned about others' activities. It is our own activities which are critical for us, and others' activities, we can learn from that. We can also adjust with others' activities in the line of the advice of Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, in the line of the advice and example of all of these great acharyas, and of course the line and advice of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda. So let us all try to be good devotees and especially avoid Vaishnava aparad, Guru Vaishnava aparad, Nama aparad, Dhamma aparad. I mean, so many things we must try to avoid. But we can avoid this, we can try to avoid this with best result by making our lives in the positive direction. When we see something is an offense, to try to do the opposite. So to see not only the good or tolerate, but to tolerate the bad and just see some good. But we must see that there is some lesson, something for us everywhere. And the hand, the affectionate hand of our affectionate Master is there above all. So whatever circumstances we are in, it's unique to each of us. So let us adjust the way we've been taught to adjust, with the focus on humility, tolerance, giving honor to all others, and not wanting honor for oneself, and to constantly chant the holy name of the Lord in a prayerful mood, that we may be given an opportunity to associate with the Vaishnavas, to render service, ultimately this service which is going to the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. And this is done by chanting the Maha Mantra, the holy name, the holy name, the holy name. In Kali Yuga, there is no other way, no other way, no other way of gaining our greatest fortune than this. So let us chant Hare Krishna and be happy under the shade of Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Please keep the shade of Srila Govinda Maharaj, Srila Sri Ramaraj and Srila Prabhupada on your head, and let us try to keep our attention and focus only on the gifts that they've given, and not be diverted by mind, by action, by any other way, not to be diverted from the urgent goal of utilizing this life nicely. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Panchatattva Mahamantra, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and respects to all of the devotees. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Thank you for being with us, and an early presentation, best wishes for a successful devotional 2022. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. To our Guru Vaga, our obeisances.